I keep harping on how Virginia Beach is following the Agenda 21 crap. And it's more or less with people that I come into contact. And most people probably don't even understand what I'm talking about or even don't believe me. But this is in Norfolk, a neighboring city. I tell you what, they are some Agenda 21 serving whores. They have definitely sold out their people. And if you look right here to your right, you can see a green strip, just like what they do out in California. And I know this through another YouTuber by the moniker Grindall61. And that has a bus lane, or a bike lane. And this goes for quite some time. And eventually, it goes into the entire lane, both directions, where they say bikes can share the entire road. So, I mean, how much more evidence do you need? If you look at his videos, which I have done for quite some time, you can start seeing what the signs are out there. And then on top of that, take what you've learned in those videos and look around, and you can see the exact same thing. It's not just bike lanes. There's also high density buildings that are going up as well. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. But while I'm just driving around, take a look. Imagine that. There's a sign right here. Bikes may use full lane. And this idea of, oh, the cities, they don't want to push us out of our cars. Well, you keep thinking that, and guess what? It will happen, and you can be like, whoa, wait, where'd this come from? In Virginia Beach, I've looked at their SGAs, and the ones that's, or the one that is out in the ocean front, in other words, over at the beach, they're talking about widening the sidewalks as well to help push people out of their cars. All 8 of those SGAs, which is strategic growth areas, and all that is implying is they are strategically putting more people in a tightly controlled area. There's a section of that SGA that is out in the ocean front in Virginia Beach, in which the only way you can actually access that section, and it's a fairly decent chunk, is if you get out of your car and then walk all the way to it. This is part of the high density. But wait, there's more. I promise you. This is Llewellyn Avenue. Oh, a green crosswalk. There's a bike lane. Used to be 2 lanes, now it's reduced to 1. All this in front of us is high density. You have the Marriotts. You have this place here. Then behind this tree, across the intersection, you also have another high density building. The building I'm working for, or working at, I should say, is 4 floors, and it's going to be turned into luxury apartments. Each floor is going to have 15 units. Each floor, or each space for each unit, from what I've been hearing, there's more high density. But anyways, the units that are going into these floors, each one is going to be about 700 square feet and going for about $2,000 at minimum. I don't know the exact price, but there's another one that's right down the street from a coworker who showed me the prices of those, and to get something 1,200 square feet, you're looking at $3,000. This is another high density that they're building right now. And imagine that, it is right next door to light rail. Just up the streets, in the direction we're going, there used to be a grocery store. That grocery store is not even there anymore, because there was nobody going in. Therefore, they weren't making the profits to rent out the space or make a profit to hire people, etc., etc. This is what's coming to Virginia Beach. What's going on in California is on steroids. They are going to be the model states for this Agenda 21 crap. And if you don't have any idea on what I'm talking about, I'm dead serious. Look up Grindall. It's GRINDALL 61 and look at his videos, and you will see it. Brand new apartments over here. This is the same structure in which that supermarket was at. In fact, it is right here in this building. Right there. Ah, brand new ones. Well, imagine that. So if you love your car, or like to have the fact that you can get in a car and go and come back whenever you want to without relying on government, because that's what's going to happen, government is going to control it, then I suggest getting off your duffs and doing something about it. Start understanding what's going on. Get involved in your city council. Get involved in your civic leagues. Do something. But sitting around and doing nothing is not going to change anything. I can't do it all on my own. Here's some restaurants so you don't have to leave anywhere. It's all right outside of where you live. You work where you live. And look at that, more bike lanes. Norfolk is notorious for not having any places to park. And these suckers love to drive around and figure out who's not parking the way they deem appropriate and give you a nice fat little ticket. Look at that. It's ridiculous. More luxury, or not luxury, but more high density apartments there and there. That is the way it is on the left hand side of that street that we just came around, opposite of where the supermarket used to be. It is like that all the way down. If you got to go to the mall, well, I mean, that's pretty much just right around the corner from going behind the supermarket place where it used to be. Go down just a few streets there. What, you need money? Well, there's a bank right there. You already have transportation. Everything is so tightly controlled over here. It's unbelievable. And Virginia Beach is starting to head that way. We just shut down the referendum for the light rail. But I can guarantee you this. Virginia Beach City Council will not stop until they get it in. They're already starting to look at making Virginia Beach a test city for automated self-driving cars. And they've already made it very vocal in the literature that they put out and / the slideshows as far as what they're going to do in these SGAs. And every time you turn around, it says to make things walkable, bikeable, and transit-oriented. It doesn't say anything about cars. This right here is just lunch hour. Can you imagine what's going to happen when they stick light rail, or not light rail, but bike paths down these streets? Because eventually it will. There's the bus stop for the light rail. This old structure here, right there, that is what they're sticking 15 units per floor, and each one of them is going to be about 700-800 square feet. Well, there's a hospital right over there yonder, so if you need to go anywhere, everything is right at your fingertips. You don't have to go far. And with all the surveillance cameras, the police are already looking to try and tap into those that are on private property. That way they can monitor what everybody's doing. And it's all in the name of safety. We got to keep you safe. So I would highly encourage you guys to look into this stuff. Look into that YouTuber Grindall. That's not very deep. And do your own research. Don't look at, or don't take what I say for granted. So, that's all I gotta say. I wasn't trying to make a 20-minute video, but you know, it is what it is.